Welcome to this video on talent transfer and athlete transition on talent development. I'll be looking at what talent transfer is and the benefits that can come from transferring talent. Transferring skills is a technique that can be used to prolong careers if the participants would like to keep participating in sports. An example of this is Petr Cech, the Chelsea goalkeeper. He always loved playing ice hockey throughout his younger age groups, coming from Czech Republic. He used his goalkeeper skills that he was one of the best at in football to transfer to be a goalkeeper in ice hockey. He can play ice hockey as it's not as stressful as football, so he can play after retiring from football. The skills are similar to being a goalkeeper in both sports, so he already has most of the skills. Gulbin in 2008 said that there may be many post-puberty athletes who don't achieve expertise or who leave their sport due to age, injury or deselection, but still possess physiological capacities and skills that can be used in other sporting disciplines. That backs up exactly what Petr Cech has done. A few other sports that have similarities are basketball and netball, as they're both on similar sized courts, involve throwing, catching, non-contact, and shooting into a hoop. Tennis and badminton both use rackets to hit objects over a net onto the other side, trying to not let the opponent return. And gymnastics and diving both use agility, jumping and balance as the most important skills in the sport. Collins et al. In 2014 found that the most common donor sports were athletics, most commonly sprinting using the power that they generate. Football, as they have a range of every sort of skill. There's lots going on around them and use very powerful actions. And basketball was very high intensity end to end with lots of awareness. However, even if the athlete is good at a previous sport, there's no guarantee they'll be good at a new sport that they want to play. Once again, Collins et al. In 2014 found that it may make more sense to develop a comprehensive and well-integrated talented development system, which would facilitate the transfer between sports of athletes who have already received investment from sport. These systems could then be supported by educated coaches who have experience and understanding of the challenges faced by the talent transfer athletes. Organisations can use talent transfer to pick certain athletes that may fit the criteria for certain sports. Girls for Gold is an example of this. It involves going down and having a go at sports that you may not have done before. They carry out testing and get matched up to a sport that your skills will thrive in. If you are highly skilled in certain attributes, they will pay for coaching and train you up to get to your potential. You get placed on a pathway to try and get to the Olympics and win medals. Linked to a previous video on this channel, early specialisation is a negative, as if they had had a go at using early diversification, practicing different sports, they would already have learnt some of the basics and rules of other sports that they may want to transfer into. High performance athletes can struggle after retirement, as they don't have anything to do. Talent transfer can overcome this barrier as it gives them an option of switching to a different sport. The possible consequences of leaving sport after retirement are alcohol and substance abuse, petty crime, acute depression, eating disorders, identity confusion, alteration of mindset, low confidence in self-worth, anxiety disorders, financial strain, and a possible attempted suicide. A study by McNamara and McCabe in 2012 found that a study of 234 elite athletes in Australia showed 34% had exercise dependence, where they perceived severe physical, mental and social consequences if they didn't train, linking back to those possible consequences of leaving sport from retirement. Therefore, using talent transfer is a way of these athletes staying in sport as long as they want to. Thank you for watching and listening to this video about talent transfer and athlete transition. I hope you learned why talent transfer can be useful for certain athletes.